So you have live. You have so much life to live. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Life. I can't do it. I don't have very much like Hollandaise in me. We do now though. There's like 10 of my dad's nieces. Maybe like 5 on mom's side, 5 are dads. Dating like German people. They're Hollanders and shit when they come here or something. I don't know, but I've always liked Hitler because I seen what was really going on, despite the fucking monologue they put on there. I am Hitler. My V, that's so fucking great. What does that mean? Peace. Duh. And they just twisted it all around. They just said he was killing people, and of course he meant peace. Like, of course I want to save your lives from all this fucking shit going on. What are you doing? We don't need guns here, Hitler. No, I meant like a different way of doing the V. So it doesn't mean peace, it means V for peace, you know, German? Oh, I'm funny. I guess. Some geeky long stead kind of way. Anyway. Do you guys remember Connor Welshman? All grievances and, you know, like prayers to the family. His family is more fucking traumatized, I'd say. You remember what he said in high school? I'm going to drive for so long, people are going to care I'm dead when I commit suicide in my car. I didn't care. He's such an awesome kid, but something tick wrong in him. Other than, like, I'm always in a deficit. I am. The government right here, no fucking label. Yeah, he came right up from emergency, went right up to the floor before going to the emergency and died. Yeah, but the security guards wavered him and told everybody just to let him go. And he did actually say, I heard Edward was up there. He's like spitting up blood, and he just came up and collapsed. It was so. Because if you notice at first, I was really giving a shit about every single one of you without mentioning every single fucking one of you directly. And I had so many friends that were not going to commit suicide or do that stuff that has to do with health and making it bad. And, you know, of course I fucking care. My door opens because windows open when you open the main door to the hallway. You made meatloaf. Where the fuck's my meatloaf? Dancing in my undies. They're boy shorts, so dancing in my big undies. I am supposedly like hanging out with my kid tomorrow. It's not happening every week right now because Kobe's building a shop and Coral's going into daycare. Coral's going into preschool, I meant. She was already in preschool. Yeah. Hanging out with all the kids. Shauna's holding her. Once in a while for Kobe. or the babysitter that was upstairs, depending on which time we're talking about, right? And she was sharing her snacks with everybody. She'd be like, from Shauna's arms, here's like an ice cream sandwich. And the kid's like, oh, I don't know, you should eat that, go big and strong, or something. That's what I heard. The one time. It might have been happening lots, I'm not sure. Maybe just the once. Oh my god, I talk about babies all way too much. Maybe I'm trying to make you so fucking nauseated that I'll have a boyfriend that doesn't expect me to do that. Because it isn't the sudden urge. You know what it was? I really cared about my boyfriend. And I figured with our genetics and like how long our age at the time and everything, that she would be something like him. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. His mom's like, okay. Fucking cancer. What a bully. Cancer is a bully. That was fucking like an awesome time at first, and then the stitches started to come out or something, which was like a Novocaine stitch. I need my Novocaine to feel nothing. But I was feeling so much because there was so much new life and there was so much life going on. And I didn't want to be on the drugs after the Novocaine came out. The morphine stayed in my muscle, like whatever, longer, and yeah. Kita's like always like, take the morphine for me, please. And he's like, I got it from a nurse upstairs. I was like, okay, because I don't take nothing from him usually. Because it doesn't seem like a good idea when he couldn't even talk to me like I'm the human I am for what, like, not even a smidgen in. Like, it makes sense what he says about me. I just like to let you know he fucking loved me. Yeah, he did. But anyway, he's like telling me I'm beautiful in that I do have a good sense of humor in his language. And I was just like, beautiful? I'm fucking hilarious. But I got it every time, but like, yeah, you know. Stress of work eventually. I just whatever. I didn't feel very beautiful at the end of all this shit. I still didn't call everybody fat in any fucking which way or term. I can't ever be accepted for liking myself. They're always like, "Oh, Amber would be fat if she could." I'm like, "What fucking language are you speaking to say something like that?" I wouldn't be fat if I could. No. You get a more efficient, healthy hum, like, because, big is a healthy hum. But muscle is like it's a more balanced, healthier hum. I get off balance. Are you shitting me? Okay, first off, what language do I speak and where do I come from? I speak mostly Cholholton. I'm Métis, and basically a Métis purebred just from different people coming over There's all kinds of Métis, but it's still just Métis, and then yeah. And then skinny it's like the inside of a balloon, like not saying that that's a bad thing, you know what I mean? Like, you see the fucking in your head. No, but then when you feel better with like video games and stuff that you like, generally nerds are really skinny. You start to think more about like how to do math, configuring different languages, all that stuff. I don't get much from TV. No, I really don't. I'm not just saying that. But, like, I want to play this Clue video game. Even though I thought I was sick of Clue. That's why I'm laughing. Because I played Clue all growing up with my cousins and my friends and stuff. And I don't know. Just a video game seems highly intriguing. My luck, it probably doesn't even work. You just found it. Vintage video game. It's so muscular. I can't even see my incision mark. There isn't really one anymore. I just seen squishing Bishop. And I'll change the subject. Let's give my brain some a twerk. I don't want to talk about the subject I thought of. I totally would at like a slumber party or something with a bunch of dudes. A secret slumber party? Yes! A Lone Ranger! Tracy, she's cool. Anyway, that's cool. But what she said to me that day about the oncoming fucking fighting was even cooler. Like, the things that I did were exactly what she told me to do. And they ended up going so far off bounds of arrest. Oh, you can harm me and my grandparents? Well, guess what? And like, my mom and dad are there. They're 60 and 70 next years old. They were drugging people, going up behind them and shoving it in their mouths. And I should have known. No wonder I didn't know who the hell, like, to like know your name and your face by like non-sibling and non-armed forces. Because you didn't say like RCMP or anything. The dog got ate by a fucking coyote in the fucking backyard while we were talking that day. And I did. I was supposed to be going to work. We had no time. We ran around the house. Picked her up. She was just shitting her fucking intestines everywhere. Dying. And I was like, fix it. Where's your gun? Shoot her. There's no fixing that now. And she's just going to lay there and vegetate till she's a vegetable and then decay. Fuck. No wonder I didn't have any fucking ammunition on that one. That's my miniature pit bull that my dad bought me because everyone bullied me the first day of fucking kindergarten. Except for the really cool kids. They did, though. Like, the one that I told to fuck right off, or else, like, literally, he's gonna see a fight he didn't want to see, and I got suspended. Tyler Pinder. Yeah, the fucking disabled one. Physiologically and obviously part of his brain looking that awful. Those are all my dogs. The only thing that aren't mine, well, some of the donkeys are mine supposedly, but all the really good ones, she just sells them. They're kind of like whatever kind of donkeys. I don't know. Just not the horses. And I forgot, not the chickens anymore. My parents managed to make enough money to buy. I bought the chickens the first time for them. Yeah, I did. But I don't really have that much money. What's killing me is now the cigarettes and the vape juice. But I'll smoke the vape juice because it's so convenient and clean and doesn't burn your nostrils or get in your eyes, right? As much. So I kind of like up my nicotine again for the first time. I never really smoked. There was a time where I thought it was going to help. And then they were just going over this lesson on the coronavirus and what it does. And I had to go to work because you guys gave me all the medicine and the time was up. I was supposed to be good, like healthy enough. Then I fucking horked up this green shit. And they're like, you're going to get lung damage if you don't stop smoking as much. I always, like, so they wanted me to smoke like I used to instead of, like, smoking a cigarette before I get in the vehicle, smoking a cigarette when I get out, and then, the breaks that you get up there every 2 hours. Yeah. I worked up green shit. I worked up my lung. I haven't smoked that much since. My parents don't smoke that much either. More than me, though. On a general basis. I harped up my lung with nicotine. It was totally the coronavirus because from the coughing. No wink, Curtis. Winks. Yeah, I want to work on my strength. I went in there because my mom told me just to go see my friends for a second. I think she paid some of my Pat membership. The mommy and daddy part. If you have a mommy and daddy, they're supposed to pay some of it. And Andrew Kopp's in there. Fucking 700-pound bench press. Free weight. I'm just gonna go fucking cry over here. Mine's like, well, probably because I, whatever. Took my life in compassion. It never was that much. Mine's 50 right now, which is pretty good. But it's normally like at least 125. And that was even when I couldn't afford groceries to build, so I was just doing the lower shit of it all. My brother says I totally qualify for a job at the mill. Just trying to get out of this rut and shit. get a vehicle to go there and do that. I hang out, dudes. Manly men. No, what? I I can go hang out with hardworking men in dangerous environments. Fit in, is what the boss said. Hi, my name's Amber, and I'm totally not a geek. That is just fucking stupid. How in the hell? You know, when that boy my age, the one that was a heavy weightlifter, he could compete, but he wasn't quite grandiose at all by any means. But he didn't get a good enough start, is what I told him. And he used to, when you could hear the words coming out of his lungs that he often wants to say or often says, it's just, it was malicious, man. I'll hunt and murder. Your lungs tell the truth. Whether your brain is overriding and telling you to say better shit, it was out hunting murder. I always say homicidal. When I actually get up there and weight, yeah, the weight I'm doing now doesn't even push the weight or the air out of my lungs. An angry cough is always ember. And he totally said, "No, it's you." I'm like, "Yeah, well, thanks. I'm a genius. I guess that's why." When the amber alerts go off, though, that's sad. I designed it, and they usually do find the kid. The bad part is if someone steals your kid, you have to go to court and prove why you're a good parent. So I wrote that too, actually, because you are a fucking stillborn fucking mess. You are not your baby. Your baby's like, ee, and you're just like. That's why Shauna just has all the time to go out and drink. And she probably always will. So, doubt she's ever going to cheat. Well, whatever. Whatever. It's not like Marina cheated either. No. They're my friends. That's so freaking malicious. Anyway, yeah. Because Shauna's pregnancy was that her baby was literally going to sit on her heart. It would be so big because her family is so big. And my family is pretty decently big too. Tall and stout. And the baby won't be in permanent pain, but the baby's in a lot of pain trying to, because it was early and it was still a bit too big. So I bet Shauna hurts pretty bad too. Plus, everyone's fucking about newborn babies. My dad always found his so fucking awkward, his birthing, because he's still really short. Mm-hmm. And he was a newborn. Or, premature. That's what I meant. Premature. This whole entire time. Premature. it was his muscle density that his mom couldn't eat enough fit her stomach and him, and he would have been popping her lungs. Norwegian man. Now he's all stiff and sore and can't do anything anymore. And his was 400 in high school, his bench press. Mm-hmm. His shoulders are all broken, and he's actually wondering if somebody wants to help him fix his shoulders. It's through the elbow, and then he said like it's literally gotta like cut him open and graft some bone or something. It's, I have to have a mature coffee date with my father. Well, my butt's getting really sore. I usually just go out for a cigarette when that shit happens. Because I don't want to get a coffee yet. But and my butt gets sore, and then I don't want to do anything. I just mope until I forget about the pain. Well, I love the Anchor Cops for helping my dad. Anyway, I should just like apply at Gold's Gym. I'm concerned about money, but like about that much. Because they don't even call me in every week. Anyway, I remember that. Lower the floor, lift him down, do a surgery. He'll come back up one day. How long did it take? 6 hours, 7 hours? To work on my dad's shoulders. And they weren't even completed doing what they wanted to do, that they could do, that they figured would help. Johnson says I'm large and that I might not get employed at the gym. And I was just like, can I drug deal for you? Just strictly MDMA with the Z drops and I could though, and I could do 3 things.